Honorable Coordinating Minister for Economic Affairs of Republic of Indonesia, Honorable Minister for Tourism and Creative Economy, Tourism and Creative Economy Agency of Republic of Indonesia, Honorable Minister for Communication and Informatics of the Republic of Indonesia, Honorable Chairman of the National Research and Innovation Agency or BRIN, Honorable Deputy Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation of Thailand, Honorable Director of ASEAN Integration Monitoring Directorate, ASEAN Economic Community Department on behalf of Deputy Secretary General for ASEAN Economic Community, Honorable Executive Secretary, National Research and Innovation Agency, National COSTI Chairperson of Indonesian. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and welcome to ASEAN Workshop on Fourth Industrial Revolution to Artificial Intelligence Implementation in Creative Industry that will be held today, 25th and tomorrow, 26th of November, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Republic of Indonesia and anthem of ASEAN.
Indonesia tanah airku, tanah Tuhan di sanalah aku berdiri, jadi Indonesia kebangsaanku, bangsa dan tanah airku, marilah kita bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Hiduplah tanahku, hiduplah negeriku, bangsaku dan semuanya. Bangunlah jiwanya, bangunlah badannya untuk Indonesia Raya. Indonesia yang merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia yang merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Indonesia yang merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia yang merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya.
Please be seated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to watch a video profile of National Research and Innovation Agency or BRIN. Please enjoy.
National Research and Innovation Agency, a synergy in an orchestra. Established through the Presidential Regulation Number 78 of 2021 about the National Research and Innovation Agency, to enhance science and technology's contribution to the national development and to improve the research and innovation ecosystem in Indonesia. The National Research and Innovation Agency is a government agency that is directly responsible to the President of the Republic of Indonesia. Consists of 7 deputies, supported by various research institutes, and have more than 70 research centers and supporting units. Through the 3 directions: science and technology resources mobilization, providing a favorable research ecosystem, building an economy foundations based on research. The presence of National Research and Innovation Agency is to achieve Indonesia's goals as a developed country in 2045. Also to make Indonesia as a global reference for sciences, bringing advantages on science and technology development, policymaking, and societies.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to entertain you a little bit by showing you a traditional dance of East Kalimantan that portrays the dynamic life of Dayak women. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy. gentlemen, after the beautiful dance, we are going to enter our next agenda, which is opening remarks. And first opening remarks will be delivered by Executive Secretary, National Research and Innovation Agency, National COSTI Chairperson of Indonesia. Please welcome Honorable Ms. Nur Tri Aryas Suestiningtyas.
The Honorable Coordinating Minister for Economic Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Airlangga Hartarto, the Honorable Minister for Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, the Honorable Minister for Communication Informatics of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Johnny Gerard-Plate, the Honorable Chairman of National Research and Innovation Agency, the Republic of Indonesia, Dr. L.T. Handoko. The Honorable, the Chairperson of the ASEAN Committee on Science, Technology, and Innovation, ASEAN COSTI, Professor Siriruk Songsivile, National COSTI Chairperson and representative from ASEAN member states, Director of ASEAN Integration Monitoring Directorate, ASEAN Economic Community Department, Mr. Ahmad Sabarullah Abdul Jalil, chairs and members of COSTI Subcommittee, speakers and moderator, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning. It is an honor for me to be here to welcoming Your Excellencies Minister, all delegates and participants of the ASEAN Workshop on the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Artificial Intelligence, Implementation in Creative Industry. And I do hope everyone is still doing well, safe and healthy, since the global pandemic is still going on. Excellencies, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, entering the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, of course, it gives various effects in creative industrial sectors and indirectly requires every party, both individuals and at the state level, to be able to compete in keeping up with the technological development. This phenomena has the potential to create inequality between those who are able to adapt quickly and those who adapt slowly. Indonesia, which is part of ASEAN, plays an active role in COSTI through the National Research and Innovation Agency, or BRIN. One of ASEAN important agenda assigned to COSTI is to produce an ASEAN innovation roadmap, which will be a reference not only for COSTI, but also for other ASEAN sector bodies in carrying out their duties and functions related to innovation issues in the Industry 4.0 era. Ladies and gentlemen, in the 76th COSTI meeting, as the host, Indonesia took its commitment and role in the importance of country coordinator for the use of artificial intelligence technology in the creative industry sectors. These activities continue in the form of implementing the ASEAN Workshop on Fourth Industrial Revolution, AI implementation in creative industry. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in this good opportunity, I would like to sincere my highest appreciation and gratitude to all ASEAN member states and ASEAN dialogue partners, countries, and also our colleagues from our respective ministries who have actively committed, participated, and involved in this workshop. Certainly, this workshop will be guided by the expert in this area in creative industry as speakers and moderators, and also we all look forward to the realization of concept notes. It can be done in the form of various collaborative programs between ASEAN countries, such as knowledge sharing, transfer knowledge through training, joint research, transfer technology, or other cooperation that is considered to be able to contribute to the mastery of the ASEAN Innovation Roadmap. Finally, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and I hope this could be great momentum for further collaboration and strengthen the cooperation in all potential areas to Indonesia and all members of ASEAN. Thank you again, and I wish you all to create the finest workshop result. Thank you for your participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, next opening remarks will be delivered by Deputy Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Innovation of Thailand on behalf of COSTI Chairman. Please welcome Associate Professor Pasit Lor Terapong. All right, we'll still waiting for the connection for Mr. Pasit Latrapal. And let me remind you once again that all offline participants are encouraged to wear masks and adopt physical distancing during the workshop. Once again, we encourage you to still wear your mask and adopt physical distancing during the workshop. And then all virtual participants, please put the virtual background that you can download. We have put the link on the screen, and all virtual participants are required to rename displayed username as format below, country code, dash institution, dash name, for example, ID, dash BRIN, dash GALU. So once again, the format of display username is country code, dash institution, dash name, for example, ID, dash BRIN, dash GALU. All right. And then the meeting arrangement, the opening ceremony will be held from 9 a.m. until 11. And then coffee break will be served at 8:30 a.m. Lunch will be served on the table at 12 or at noon. Prayer room is located at the second floor in front of Studio 3. Once again, the prayer room is located at the second floor in front of Studio 3, and restroom is located at the third floor next to the elevator. Once again, the restroom is located at third floor next to the elevator. Is the connection ready? All right. Yeah, once again, we still encourage all participants to wear masks and adopt physical distancing during the workshop. I guess the connection is ready. So next opening remarks will be delivered by Deputy Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Innovation of Thailand on behalf of COSTI Chairman. Once again, please welcome Associate Professor Pasit Lor Terapong.
His Excellency Satwinder Singh, Deputy Secretary General for ASEAN Economic Community, Her Excellency Notary Aris Suwenstinindes, National COSTI Chairperson of Indonesia, Honorable Speakers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of Chairman of ASEAN Committee on Science, Technology and Innovation, or COSTI. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome you to ASEAN Workshop on the Fourth Industrial Revolution on Artificial Intelligence Implementation in Creative Industry. The Fourth Industrial Revolution, or 4IR, has the potential to raise global income levels and improve the quality of life for populations around the world. 4IR is a fusion of advances in artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, 3D printing, and other advanced technologies. They pave the way for transformative change in the way we live and force all sectors to re-examine how they should work. Higher education institutions must play a key role in preparing students in response to the demand of workforce and technologies, while most companies need to ensure that they have the right mix of skills in their employees to keep pace with emerging technologies in the disruptive world. We cannot deny the fact that AI has become a core driving, fueling 4IR as it immensely boosts technological productivity and economic growth. Various industries are taking keen interest in AI to accelerate the new industrial revolution and optimize their businesses, making them outstanding from competitors. AI has been increasingly associated with human creativity and artistic, and it can do a lot more in the creative industry than we thought before. In artistic areas such as music and design, AI is more likely to help artists create new kinds of art rather than replace their jobs. It can encourage artists and designers to think outside the box. While AI will never replace the human creativity, it can certainly offer many benefits, serving as a smart and efficient assistant. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of members of ASEAN COSTI, I would like to thank all speakers from ASEAN member states, taking their valuable time to share knowledge and experience on the use of AI in creative industries. I very much hope that this event would explore the possibility for cooperation among concerned parties and improving the use of AI in industries in the region. Finally, I would like to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to the National Research and Innovation Agency of the Republic of Indonesia for organizing this workshop. I look forward to seeing new collaborations among ASEAN member states and how far AI can or should go in the creative process. I wish you a successful event. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, next opening remarks will be delivered by Director of Asian Integration Monitoring Directorate, Asian Economic Community Department on behalf of Deputy Secretary General for ASEAN Economic Community. Please welcome Honorable Mr. Ahmad Zafarullah Abdul Jalil.
Ibu Nurtri Aristusti Ningtyas, Executive Secretary of the National Research and Innovation Agency and National COSTI Chapter of Indonesia. Associate Professor Pasit Lotre Rapong, Deputy Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation Thailand, and also the co-chair of ASEAN COSTI Chairman, on behalf of ASEAN COSTI Chairman. Excellencies, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. I would like to first thank the National Research and Innovation Agency of Indonesia for inviting ASEAN Secretariat to this important event, and then for me to deliver on behalf of my Deputy Secretary General an address on applications of artificial intelligence in the creative industry in ASEAN. Excellencies, distinguished participants, as with past industry revolutions, Industry 4.0 is expected to impact the economy, industry, society, employment, and the development of science and technology in an unimaginable way. Inevitable disruption awaits, and so does opportunities to unlock ASEAN full potential. Although Industry 4.0 transformation in ASEAN is at a nascent stage, the applications of digital technologies in agriculture, manufacturing, and services industries are now making the right headway. The pandemic has further accelerated the adoptions of digital technologies in the region, pushing ASEAN member states over the digital transformation tipping point and changing the economic landscape. If anything, digital technologies have kept ASEAN as a vibrant economic community during the pandemic and will permeate all aspects of life in the post-pandemic reality. Excellency, distinguished participants, ASEAN is a region blessed with rich cultural heritage, esteem, creativity, and rapid digital transformation. All this coupled with the artificial intelligence adoptions, we can manifest our potential to be at the forefront of creative industry. In light of this, AI is more likely to emerge as a collaborator rather than a competitor for stakeholders in the creative industries. Industrial revolutions that involve technological disruptions is often stereotyped to lead to job losses. Ironically, in the space of creative industries, AI is more likely to boost creative content rather than replacing jobs. Known for its ability to analyze huge volume of data and information, AI opens new delivery channels to increase efficiencies in advertising, gaming, movie, music, art, research and development, or even in education. Having this opportunity today, allow me to highlight some of the instances as to how AI is transforming segments of the creative industry in ASEAN. First is in the space of digital gaming. AI is shaping the industry in content development, enabling rapid players interaction, software development, and remote online access. Gaming is a fast-growing industry and a major segment of the digital economy in ASEAN. It is a $4.4 billion USD market and witnessing a 16% growth in recent years. There are now currently 200 million digital gamers, which represent more than 80% of urban and online populations. So the industry has attracted many investors, including startups, and this includes Singapore-based Sea, a unicorn gaming company with operations in other ASEAN countries, as well as other startups such as Real Deal Games from the Philippines and Evos Esports from Indonesia. Second, AI is also actively used in streaming of music and movie programs that are offered by international and local companies. This has led to the development of business models that support music on demand, digital and targeted analysis of user preferences. Streaming platforms such as Spotify, Netflix, and iFlix operates in ASEAN by delivering personalized and differentiated entertainment programs to homes in the region. So music startups such as Museo in Singapore and Melody and Bollywood both from Indonesia use AI to analyze preferences of listeners with the aim to grow their market base. And finally, AI has helped digital advertising companies in ASEAN in designing targeted advertisement and new contexts, developing chatbots and intelligent agents, and supporting predictive and prescriptive analytics. The robust growth of e-commerce in ASEAN has also led to increasing digital advertising. For example, Invoke from Malaysia uses AI and machine learning models to enhance its analytical marketing and digital advertising. Other digital advertising companies that are growing, such as Havas from Indonesia, Inspire Asia, and Fleischmann Hillert, are also using AI to increase their efficiency. Excellencies, distinguished participants, although ASEAN creative industry players and stakeholders are already adopting AI, there are still room to do more to benefit from the applications of AI. In the midst of this trend, ASEAN is undertaking several initiatives for the digital transformation and creative sector that would help the growth of the creative industry as a whole. Among these initiatives, allow me to share with you some of them. One is the ASEAN Consolidated Strategy on the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which was recently adopted by our leaders during the 39th ASEAN Summit. So this strategy provides a clear narrative on how the ASEAN community intends to progress digital transformation in a comprehensive manner for the benefit of ASEAN society. Another major initiative that has been adopted this year is the Bandar Sri Begawan Roadmap, which is a roadmap for ASEAN digital transformation agenda to accelerate ASEAN economy recovery as well as digital economy integration. So this roadmap will map out specific concrete steps for the region to develop a robust ASEAN digital economy. With regard to the creative industry, we also have several initiatives this year. One of it is the Strategic Plan for Culture and Art 2016-2025. So this strategic plan specifically highlights the need to harness the contributions of the creative industries to innovations, generating livelihoods and supporting economic development in ASEAN member states. In addition to this, we also have this the Senior Official Meeting for Culture and Arts, or SOMCA. They are currently discussing a ministerial declaration that will support the promotion and development of the cultural and creative industry. So discussions are currently also underway to look at the feasibility of a dedicated ASEAN center to serve as the hub of research, capacity building, networking for creative cultural industry. So the culture sector has also endeavored to utilize digital technologies such as AI to create more cultural offerings. For example, the ASEAN Cultural Heritage Digital Archive allows visitors to see cultural artifacts in 3 dimensions and appreciate the rich treasure trove of our region. Excellencies, distinguished guests and participants, government and businesses around the world are looking at strategies to rebuild their economies in the wake of the downturn associated with COVID-19, and many are expanding creative industry as part of their economic diversification strategies. ASEAN member state cannot be complacent. Rather, we need to advance forward by exploiting what AI can offer to be efficient, relevant, and better connected in the global value chains. Not least, we need to build competitive creative industry through development, adoptions, and adaptations of smart technologies. Indeed, regional cooperation is in facilitating and supporting the applications of AI in the creative industry can help build up skill and provide way forward. Sharing of experiences through events such as this is very useful. Countries slower in adoptions of AI due to several reasons such as capacity and institutional limitation can learn from countries with more advanced creative industry that leverage on AI technology. This could also help shorten the learning curve. Riding on the Industry 4.0 workshop, I look forward to reviewing the joint outcome document, which will be collectively formulated by all participating ASEAN member states at the end of this tomorrow workshop. On that note, I wish all of you a fruitful exchange and successful outcome. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, and I hope that you are well. Chairman of the National Research and Innovation Agency, Honorable Bapak Laksana Trihandoko, Minister for Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic Indonesia, Honorable Bapak Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, Minister of Communication and Informatics of the Republic Indonesia, Honorable Bapak Joni Plate, Deputy Secretary General of ASEAN Economic Community, His Excellency Satvinder Singh, Chairman ASEAN COSTI, His Excellency Sri Ruk Song Sivilai, National COSTI Chairperson Indonesia, Ibu Nur Tri Aris Suseningtyas. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0 that has the potential to raise the global income level and improve the quality of the life for the population around the world. To date, the technology has made possible for new products and services that increase efficiency and make it easier for personal lives. Over recent years, one of the most rapidly advanced technology for practical purpose has been the artificial intelligence. AI techniques enable machines to perform tasks that typically require some degree of human-like intelligence. AI technology have been empowered and are increasingly being adopted across numerous applications, ranging from simple daily tasks, intelligent assistance, and finance, to highly specific command control operation, as well as in the national security. Utilization of AI is believed to increase business efficiency, productivity, and encourage innovation in various sectors. It can also be directed to respond to national and regional development problems, including handling economic recovery post-COVID-19, like generating new job opportunities outside of manufacturing, such as supply chain, logistics, service centers, and research activities. Nevertheless, according to Brookings report 2018, the increasing penetration of AI into many aspects of life also raise important issues such as personal data access problem, biases in data algorithm, ethics and transparency, as well as legal liability. There are some recommendations to address those issues. They include improving data access, increasing government investment in AI, promoting AI workforce development, creating a regional national committee, engaging the central and local officials to ensure the effective policies, regulating broad objective as opposed to specific algorithm, maintaining mechanism for human control and oversight, and also preventing malicious behavior and promoting cybersecurity. Ladies and gentlemen, survey conducted by Kearney and EDBI 2020 predicted that AI can have strong overall impact. About 10 to 18% of GDP can be uplift across Southeast Asia nation by 2030, which is equivalent to $1 trillion. Therefore, we should improve and strengthen our cooperation in sharing the developments of ASEAN AI technology. That will in turn assist us not only to manage both the opportunity and the challenge, but also further reinforce the region's stability and prosperity by using the digital roadmap in the years to come. Finally, I would like to congratulate all participants of the ASEAN Workshop on the Fourth Industrial Revolution. I wish that you will have a fruitful discussion and beneficial input in developing the future regional concept paper in joint research of AI. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings from Makassar, South Sulawesi to all of you. First and foremost, we extend our praises to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for this wonderful event. The ASEAN Workshop on Fourth Industrial Revolutions, Artificial Intelligence Implementations in Creative Industry, proudly presented by the National Research and Innovations Agency of the Republic of Indonesia. COVID-19 have negatively affected all of us in many ways, but every cloud storms has a silver lining. The pandemic have become a catalyst for consumers to go digital. The potentials of Indonesia's digital economy is reflected by the 202.6 million internet users, with value of its digital trade transactions reaching more than $18 billion in 2020 and expected to increase to $23.5 billion in 2021. To fully benefit from this digital movement, we need to optimize blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, virtual or augmented reality, big data, cloud computing, 5G, and cybersecurity. Algorithms can be analyzed to anticipate business risk, look for opportunities and promotions purposes. Artificial intelligence can be utilized to improve creative content creations with less effort and support information analysis for target market. It can also analyze strengths and weakness to enhance content performance and compress data to ease creative actors working in animations, applications, and game development. In order to maximize the full potentials of Indonesia's digital economy, the ministry has several programs, such as Nyatakan.id, which provides assistance in creating applications using AI implementations, big data, blockchain technology. We have also an intensive mentoring program for scaling up tech startups, as well as SMEs who wish to go digital to expand their business. We appreciate the agency's initiations of this event as a networking platform, providing the opportunity to learn, share, motivate, and raise awareness between ASEAN member states. May God always give us the strength to synergize and collaborate to revive the creative economy, reinvigorate job opportunities, and revitalize small businesses in the wake of the digital era post-pandemic, so we can recover together, recover stronger. I thank you very much. May Allah bless all of our endeavors. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A wonderful Indonesia.
Excellency, Chairman of the National Research and Innovation Agency, Dr. Laksana Trihandoko, Honorable Deputies, Speakers, Delegates, representatives from the ASEAN member states, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to join today's momentous workshop on the fourth industrial revolution, focusing on artificial intelligence implementation in the creative industry. The convening of this workshop marked the commitment and spirit of ASEAN member states to collaborate, to share ideas, and to be future ready on AI technologies, which have been a game changer across every industry, including the creative industry. Publication on AI in the creative industry, which are mostly related with image-based data, have seen drastic growth of over 500% in the last 5 years. AI become more significant in the context of creative industry as it has multiple usage at 3 levels. At the creation level, AI helps in creating new media content. At the production level, AI helps in editing and processing content. And at the consumption level, AI helps in content interaction. Essentially, creative applications with AI include content creation, content enhancement, games, as well as marketing. This momentum of AI emergence in all aspects of life, accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic, requires both public and private sectors to be more adaptive, engaged, and work hand in hand to provide forward-looking policies and partnerships. Delegates, ladies and gentlemen, initiative to boost and foster the growth of AI in Indonesia, among others, included the development of national data centers, facilitations of smart cities, as well as AI-related education and certification. AI will also be a component in the Digital Economy Working Group, DEWG priority issues during Indonesia's G20 presidency 2022, which are connectivity and post-COVID-19 recovery, digital skill and digital literacy, and cross-border data flow and data free flow with trust. On this opportunity, I also would like to reaffirm the Ministry's support to building AI systems that are not only revolutionary, but also trustworthy, inclusive, and unbiased, while upholding Pancasila, the 5 guiding principles of Indonesia's national life, core values. I believe this workshop is a cornerstone in the region's readiness for the 4th and even the 5th industrial revolution. In the spirit of digital transformation, I wish you all a fruitful and productive discussion, and may we all stay safe and healthy. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, to officially open our event, please welcome Chairman of the National Research and Innovation Agency. Please welcome Honorable Mr. Laksana Trihandoko.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, very good morning for everyone. It is a great pleasure for me to greet and to welcome you all at the opening ceremony of the ASEAN Workshop on the 4th Industrial Revolution on Artificial Intelligence Implementation in Creative Industry. The Honorable, the Chairperson of the ASEAN Committee of Science, Technology and Innovation, ASEAN COSTI, Professor Siriruk Songsi Vilai, the National COSTI Chairperson, the Director of ASEAN Integration Monitoring Directorate, the ASEAN Economic Community Department, Ahmad Safarullah Abdul Jalil, the chairs and all members of COSTI subcommittees, distinguished speakers, and all representatives from ASEAN member states. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, please allow me to express my gratitude and appreciation to all of you for participating in this workshop. I warmly welcome you who physically or directly attending the workshop, and also to all of you who participating virtually through Zoom platform or live streaming on YouTube. This event is a part of Indonesia's commitment in the ASEAN COSTI 76 meeting in 2019 in Bali by taking the theme of ASEAN Workshop on 4th Industrial Revolution on Artificial Intelligence Implementation and Creative Industry, on which I personally very keen to know more how this technology, the AI, can capitalize great opportunities in the Industrial Revolution 4.0 era and offer benefit for the society in all ASEAN member states. Industrial Revolution 4.0 term has been a decade since it was first appeared at the Hanover Messe in April 2011. At that time, Professor Wolfgang Wolster, the director and CEO of the German Research Center for AI, Artificial Intelligence, addressed the opening ceremony audience. The context of the term usage was how companies can be successful in a high-wage region with global competition. He suggested that we must be in shape for the fourth industrial revolution that is being driven by the internet at that time. Many applications of AI in the creative industries currently have dramatically increased in the last 5 years in particular. So this is like two sides of the same coin. On one side, we want to ensure that artificial intelligence will provide many benefits in improving the productivity of the workers, the providers, scientists, and also engineers in any sector of creative industry. To embed innovations into every corner of the interest of our missions in creating the economic growth, the satisfaction of our customers or consumers, and improving also the living standards of our people. On the other side, we must aware that the fast pace of Industrial Revolution 4.0 may create some anxieties, especially as it could bring more threat than confidence to some part of our community who cannot adapt to the rapid change in their surrounding environment. Thousands of manual professions may soon be overridden, and some typical professions may lose their relevance or competitiveness. That is why I'm glad to learn that the ASEAN Committee on Science, Technology and Innovation, or COSTI, as the authorized body to support science, technology and innovation in the ASEAN region, is committed to focus on efforts to prepare the ASEAN community to face the disruptive technology caused by the fourth industrial revolution. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe the ongoing worldwide pandemic brings even a more tough, provoking challenge for you to help the region immediately to recover our society and economy. However, I should say the common economic downturn we experience in ASEAN today actually brings greater opportunity for technological innovators to offer sharp and better solutions for our society. So I think this is one of the most challenging for all of us as the ASEAN scientific communities right now. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed that the result of today's event will produce references to generate what we call as the ASEAN Roadmap for Artificial Intelligence Research and Development. In regard to this, I trust the program will effectively aim to collect our contributive role to address the underlying problems on the concern of rapid changes by the Industrial Revolution 4.0. I'm sure that ASEAN COSTI would lead the transformation in the region through world-class expertise, sharing, and training. I believe it is the intention of ASEAN COSTI to present collaboration on cutting-edge research by attracting the best talents in the region to make the region as the center of the Industrial Revolution 4.0 movements. Prior to the current economic downturn, ASEAN economy was not only able to maintain a robust economic growth driven by strong domestic demand and investments. I am very sure ASEAN is still very attractive in the future. In regard to this, I would like to ask ASEAN COSTI to look at how the regional technological divisions can work together to even more sustain our creative industry sectors. So taking this opportunity, and before concluding my opening remarks, I would like to inform you that we at BRAIN have established several schemes on researchers' mobility to support collaborations among ASEAN scientists. And we will soon open several calls for application for example, for the postdoctoral fellowship, the visiting professorships, and also the degree by research at any Indonesian universities. And more importantly, all schemes are open in a competitive way for any citizenship across ASEAN countries and also the rest of the world. So thank you very much for your kind attention. I wish you all enjoy the workshop. And by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I declare that the ASEAN Workshop on Fourth Industrial Revolution, with the theme on artificial intelligence implementation and creative industry, officially open.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the opening ceremony, and we are entering the plenary session. But before that, we are going to have the photo session for the Zoom participant. Once again, we are going to have a photo session for the Zoom participant. So please, for Zoom participant, you can turn on your camera. All right. All Zoom participants, please turn on your camera because we are going to have a photo session for page 1. All right, are you ready? All right, we are going to take your pictures on 3, 2, 1. Okay, for group 1. Thank you. All right, for group 2, please turn on your camera. All right, put your biggest smile. Put your biggest and nicest smile because we are going to take your pictures on 3, 2, 1. All right, next. Please turn on your camera because we are going to have your pictures taken. All right. Next page, maybe. Okay, thank you so much. And we are entering the plenary session. This plenary session is having theme of knowledge sharing by AMS on key learning experience and policy on developing and implementing artificial intelligence for creative industry. And first to present is from Indonesian representative, President of Collaborative Artificial Intelligence Research and Industrial Innovation Association, or KORIKA, Dr. Hamam Riza. Once again, we are entering the plenary session on knowledge sharing by EMS on key learning, experience, and policy on developing and implementing artificial intelligence for creative industry. And first to present is Indonesian representative. He is the president of Collaborative Artificial Intelligence Research and Industrial Innovation Association, or KORIKA, Dr. Hamam Riza.